Welcome to a repair tutorial. I will describe how you can repair a Unify 48-watt PoE switch. It should also be possible to apply this tutorial to other Unify switches. This problem has already occurred twice for me. The switch was simply off at some point. You should only carry out repairs if you are an electrician and are authorized to perform electrical repairs. Do not attempt this under any circumstances if you have no knowledge of such repairs. My switch delivers up to 500 watts. However, I knew beforehand that my PoE devices require a maximum of 50 watts. That's why I switched to a much smaller power supply. Your 48-volt power supply is determined by the maximum power of your PoE devices. Here in the picture, you can see that I consume a total of about 40 watts. Be sure to add enough buffer, as consumption may be higher when the PoE devices start up. Furthermore, you may expand your network in the future. The icons show that I am not using any 24-volt PoE devices. For 24-volt PoE devices, the port would also have to be configured manually. The 24-volt power supply is determined by the number of 24-volt PoE devices plus the consumption of the Unify hardware. Unify specifies approx. 65 watts without PoE. So I opted for a 75-watt 24-volt power supply. As you can see, I currently have 12 PoE 48-volt devices connected. A doorbell, 3 7-inch indoor panels, 1 13-inch indoor panel, 5 Unify access points, and 2 cameras. Here you can see the original hardware. Cut the power cables as close as possible to the plug. Also cut the 24-volt and 48-volt cables as close as possible to the plug. Now remove the defective power supply unit. To do this, loosen the 4 screws on the aluminum bracket. Here you can see my new power supplies. On the left is the 48-volt power supply. On the right is the 24-volt power supply. I connected the cables using Wago terminals. Make sure that the cables do not get caught in the fans. Secure them with cable ties. Here I show you the 48-volt lines on the circuit board. These are supplied via the red cables. The 24-volt cables are yellow. The main board is also supplied with 24 volts. The cable is blue. Below the video in the description you will find the power supplies I used. If you liked the video, please support me by giving it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.